Rolling.
Yeah, we'll let you free. You only have to have enough on here so you can see that it works within. Now, will they fit inside of that is my question. Yeah, I think they go this one. That's certain. Right, so pull that one off. So I'll
It's
try
one full revolution right there.
One full revolution.
Alright, so
And that
we kinda
equates to
get-
what?
10 thousandths. Or it's measured in 10
So that's close
thousandths.
enough that now that's,
Yes.
I hope that that'll, so you're just trying to get that concept.
Sample
Watching-
looks good. There's no stress
Another-
cracks yet.
And are you watching the height or
This
the
one I think
sides?
is machined
Yes, we're
around.
watching the height.
Okay.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Right. So you
And
just
if
get
you
that
see a
general
Two
visible-
concept.
revolutions.
And the kind of things
If
you
you
can
see
do
a
is you
visible
can show
crack,
this.
what does that represent?
I think fundamentally on this test, you could show us
There
this
is
works,
a little small
pushing
crack at
through
the
sand
base,
with
but
containment.
no
In other words,
apparent
you put the sand, there was
cracks
none of this
in the
stuff,
sample
and go
itself.
right down through it. Why? Because of that equation. C, sand is cohesionless. Sand does not have any cohesion. Plus overburden times the tangent of phi, the angle of friction. Now, if you have overburden,
We've
which is
traveled
this,
so far
then you can see how much stronger it gets.
roughly a
Yeah,
quarter
makes
of an
sense. I think
inch.
that's fundamentally.
And how many revolutions?
I'm kind of that equation.
This will be 3
This-
revolutions
the
right now.
more the angular interlock is,
Take a
Starting
moment.
to see a crack
that's the tangent of the angle.
come from the
Tangent
bottom.
45,
Seems to be the only visible crack at the moment.
square root of 3. So now we're moving up that circle, right? What's the tangent of 30? 1 over square root of 3, and then eventually,
Do we have a true failure mode, or is this just a pressure test?
You don't get, you can look at normal range of these soils, you don't get much above 42, 45 degrees. Friction. You haven't looked
Crack
at
is
friction
growing
yet, but
larger.
Friction, basically, the angle of
There's one
friction,
small
if you put
crack on the
something
back side
on a board,
behind
angle of
the
friction between the
travel
two is
indicator
actually
gauge.
the angle at which the thing starts to slide. It's based on other math, but remember that from high school? Maybe, yeah.
Do you need to
And that-
watch
it's the
these
same thing.
gauges when they
It's
go
a Very
backwards?
similar thing, but it's not.
Because every now and then they
exactly. It's all
tend to
based on
slip back.
So,
I don't know if that's an
concepts
indication
again,
of failure.
That's when I
haven't done this. Which way does
am
gravity
not
act?
consistent on the crank.
Down. Which way does the normal?
That's 4
force act?
revolutions.
Perpendicular to the point of contact. Right. So what you see here is you
Sample
kind of see
really
this-
has a
this
crack
is
on the
for
front
every
side
action, there is equal
and a
opposite
visible
reaction.
crack on the back side.
Again, somewhat within
wish I could
SketchUp,
light
though I
that
don't think you have
somehow.
enough time. Think about all those little sand grains. You could draft a sand grain at a millimeter, and then you could copy it, and you could stick it, and
Oh,
you
nice
know, that's the
job.
kind of thing that I showed that sketch in physics. I want to show you. It's not perfect, but it'll do those types of things. You can just fill this up with balls.
Wow, you're losing a lot
That
of
general bit.
size.
So you know, you might, when you're done doing this shot, you might still try a little.
We're
bit
down
of
to a
that.
half of inch of
I'll show you
travel
real
so
quick,
far.
The drafting that you got. We'll see whether they get installed in the machine.
It's starting to look a lot like a pumpkin from a
I don't-
cylinder.
It's this that I want you
Pumpkin
guys who
chunkin'.
saw it, you know, especially those who've had CAD, and those who will be
I
very
think
good
it
at
should
CAD.
be going backwards pretty
Because
soon,
now
I
it's
would
a new
think.
world a little bit, you
Having
know.
some breakage
Why
on the
would you
back
not
side.
Calculate it and do the CAD at the same time. I mean, you got Ruby sitting right there. AutoCAD's the same, right? And it's not even the formal bit, of the you know, it is and it isn't. But I guarantee you that work for Revit, all this 3D work is out there, and it's not what you want to do, but it's part of it. You got to be able to be good in an office to really get it really employable in the winter. You got to be able to come into the office and not just.
It's really starting to, what would that be, shear?
Over year.
Shear is a
Strain.
V
You know, and
crack.
so that little bit. So it's the kind of the SketchUp thing. Even the timing is kind of good.
We're at about 3/4 of an inch of travel.
You know, you don't want to have a goal in it, or you'll just get frustrated, right? You're just thinking around.
5
It's
revolutions
not
now.
bad. You can kind of learn a lot. As soon as you try to do something, right, on deadline. Now that's why doing stuff in AutoCAD. Except the goal of bringing in text, and you saw the walking around. That's nothing, right? So one thing you can't do, but you can. I haven't had a chance to work on it. You could run.
Got an
video
inaccurate
sketch.
reading with our
I can't believe we haven't done
gauge
this. What do?
properly,
You bring in an image,
not,
wait a second, bring in another
adjusted.
image, just like your image. You can write a script that says bring in this image, bring in another one, bring in another one.
We're gonna recalibrate and test again?
All right, yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
straightforward. So you
But I
kinda
think we
get
really got
that
some
bit.
good footage here.
So you
The
got,
pumpkin
you
is
kinda-
growing
you wanna
larger.
think you get some sand in here or something right now, or whatever. I'll just give it a try. Get it. You can
The
understand
cracks
you're
on this side are
there
phenomenal. Your
for
side too,
what you
Bart?
kind of need to do.
Well, I've got a pretty good size one here.
We're getting a little debris to start falling off.
At the weight, which I don't have a border on it. What you want to do is
Yeah, these are
this is
opening
the
up
best I
here.
got, and I don't really want to do more than this right now. This actually got tweaked out. I don't want to adjust it now, but does it look like it's a little out of true? No. Okay, it does. so we gotta adjust that next semester, but, this spring, I'll find it by next time, so you don't have to do it, but you could actually. Look at this, sometimes.
Get lucky.
I think it's in my.
We went around 6
So,
revolutions
Taxes and insurance.
and
Alright.
have traveled just about an inch. A lot of rotations on this
So
small
there
little
is
wheel.
I'm looking here again.
Small chunks are starting to fall off the back.
Oh, there's one. I would think you'd tend to see it go anytime soon.
So there is a
Are you
proven.
tired of cranking?
I'll get it. You don't have to, but otherwise what you would do if you don't have
She's
it,
close.
you would turn it upside down or whatever and just start putting forces and weights on it. Because when I picked it up, how high did it go? So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. This is pretty much a straight line. So in other words, it's like a fish spring.
That last sample was
F equals
actually a very
KX.
good one as far as moisture goes.
This one?
It's the
Held together
strength
very
constant
well.
distance it moves. So that's, this essentially measures
This is a
force and this measures
Sample
movement.
from the
And
field
what
trip
you're doing
to
is you're
Kaylee's
trying to
farm.
compare how this thing moves through the soil.
It's still really solid, as you can see. There's nothing really flaking off.
You might want to figure that one out. You know, you could do that. You could figure out what your cadence is to get that to move it.
The clay is dirt, is
Yeah, there's.
under a lot of strain.
Yeah, so. Yeah, so you could just figure out, you know, how much it moves in a revolution. That would be a good use of 10 minutes, really. You know, in other words, you can figure out, you know, by putting something in there, move this thing up, see how many revolutions it measures.
It's like you're running a lathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of get that bit of it. Bruce is probably over there just.
Okay, I think we're at our maximum limit now. Still pretty firm.
Do you need some taken off the top for travel? Do you need that top loosened up for more travel?
I'm sure
I
we're
could
fine.
give you, I could give you some more room, I believe. Oh my gosh.
No, I
I'm not
was gonna
moving
say that's
that.
all that pressure is pushing that up.
Equal and opposite.
No, this is the bottom one.
I don't think this is gonna crumple. I already starting to see it mushroom up around the
It's coming up over the,
very, very strong.
you see it's coming up over the top here. By a substantial amount too.
It's like your brain on drugs.
Especially on the back side.
Well, and underneath here too.
What have you
Yeah.
got for a height now?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
About 1.5, maybe.
So we want 1.5 inches.
I suppose we should turn that into survey feet. This has gotta go off the back. I mean, the
I know,
mass is,
it's hanging. Maybe a good camera angle off the back. If you could see the,
it's gonna go.
it looks like a
There it went.
mudslide falling.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Cool.
I think that's probably good
I think
enough.
that's about it.
Cut.